Today we're discussing the two logical operators and an or. Now there's also not that we will be discussing later. So and, the first one, is the symbol is the double ampersand here. So with the and, you always have to have a condition before it and a condition after it. That's how and or both work. So this condition right here is saying the number is less than or equal to 10 and the number is greater than or equal to 1. So that's the same as this condition right here, which is that the number is between 1 and 10, including 1 and 10. So notice that we can't write it like this because with this condition, the order of operations states that the compiler has to run this one first, get a truth value. Is this true or false? Get a truth value for this one, and then compare them with the and. So remember, and is always false, except when they're both true. So it has to have at least two conditions. It can have more than two, and all of them would have to be true for it to work. So this one would ask a person for a number, and if they enter the right one, it's going to say, well done, I knew you could do it. Otherwise, it's going to say, better luck next time. So let's just run it once to be sure. Okay, enter number between 1 and 10, 7. Well done, I knew you could do it. And we'll run it again. So pick a 10, or pick, well done, I knew you could do it, because 10 was in the range. You should also try 1, but also you should try, negative number. Better luck next time. And anything bigger. So remember, when you're testing values, you should always test the 1 and the 10, anything in between, and then anything outside. So better luck next time. Okay, the or operator works just the same. You always have to have a condition on either side. This is just an example of how you can have 3. So you can have as many conditions as you want throughout them, but just remember you do need these parentheses on the outside for the program to run correctly. So you don't need to put parentheses on the inside. It knows to do the logical operators, the or, last. So it does the inside first. So we'll just do a random system out. So if you are 16 or 17 or 18, so make sure you have to do these full conditions. You just can't do if age is 16 or and then write 17 or 18. That will not work. So high school is almost over. Right, now we're going to discuss a little bit. So this is the if statement right here. If you're 16, 17, or 18, high school is almost over. But doing a plug for voting here, if your age is 18, well, then you should be voting, right? So we would say register and vote. Your vote matters. Okay, so this is just an example of a nested if. Now again, I can use my curly brackets because I'm slightly a psychopath. But if these are true, if one of these is true, it's going to enter into here. Remember, an or is true if only one is true. So it's only false when they're all false. So it's always true, except for that one condition where every single one of those 3 is false. So once it enters into here, then it's going to do an if statement. This is called a nested if, and you can nest any sort of block of code that you want. We're going to be doing loops. You can nest them all. So sometimes people like to nest instead of use ands or statements. It's just style. So let's do an else if. So else if your age was less than 16, we can I'm gonna ignore because I'm only doing one system out, so I'm just gonna do and then remember, always end your else if ladder with an else. And so you'd be oldie but goodie. If you're older than 18, you're apparently old. So notice I left off the curly brackets here, but I absolutely needed them here because there is more than one line in this code. Again, I didn't need them here. Just it is style. If you only have one line of code, you don't need curly brackets. So let's run it and see what happens. That's a shocker. I want this one. I'm doing the OR here. Enter your age. So I'll try 16. High school's almost over. So this one would be, let's try 18. Let's get into there and try it. So you should try them all. I know it takes a little while to get through and check everything. But when it says 18, it does say register to vote, so that's good. Oh my God. So then we'll try 27. Oldie but goodie. And then finally we will try less than 12. I mean less than 16. There you go. So remember, the OR statement and the AND statement both have to be full conditions on all sides of the OR. Remember, this is an OR. And the 2 ampersands is the AND. So the 2 ORs must have a full condition. So you have to have a variable, or you have to compare 2 variables with some sort of Boolean statement here. All right, have a good day.